This question is Chapter 3, Question 3, and it asks, find the mean, median, and mode for the scores in the following frequency distribution table. And then it has the scores and their frequencies. What I've done already before starting to record is I've written out those values. I like to have them written on my page because then I don't have to keep referring back to the question. And so the first piece that we want to calculate is the mean. The mean is the sum of x divided by n. And the key here is not to just add up the x values, but to remember that there are frequencies associated with them. To find the value of n, we sum the frequencies. So we'll take 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5, and we'll add those together. And so that is 1 plus 8 plus 5, which is 14. And then in the numerator here, what we will do is we want to calculate the sum of x. And the sum of x, we need to remember again that there's 1 6, but there's 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 3s, 2 2s, and 5 1s. I'm going to do that over here just because of how I've set it up. So I'm taking each x value, multiplying it by its frequency, and then adding them up. I like to write out the next step, so multiply through and then add. It tends to result in fewer errors for me. So it is a little bit extra. It takes a little bit of extra time, but it's worth that time to me. And I got 39 here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this value and put it in the numerator. And I'm going to take this value and I'm going to put it in the denominator. And I got 2.7857. And I'm going to round that to just 2.79. The median in this case, I like to write it out. So I have 5 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, and a 6. And I'm going to assume that this is a discrete variable. Otherwise, the calculation gets a little bit more complicated. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 and 1. And so if it's a discrete variable, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two middle scores, add them together, and divide by 2. So the median here is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, which is 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. The mode is the most frequent score. What I can do in a frequency distribution table is I can scan down, find the largest frequency, and then read across to the x value. So the mode here is 1, because 1 happens or occurs 5 times. So be careful with that. You look in the frequency column to find the row that is most frequent, but then you read across to find the x value that's associated with that row.